Miyazawa Akina is energetic, straightforward, and the kind of person who has always treated the protagonist like family. After a long day with her softball team and the celebrations that followed, she finds herself without a place to stay. The train brings her to the door of the person she has known longer than almost anyone else. She asks if she can spend the night. He agrees without hesitation. When she arrives, the alcohol has loosened her usual restraint. The apartment is quiet. The conversation that follows is not the careful catching up of two people who have drifted apart. It is the kind of talk that only happens when old familiarity meets the present moment. By morning, the easy boundary that once defined their friendship has shifted into something neither of them is ready to name out loud. The second night belongs to a quiet girlfriend. Takai Haruka has always been careful and obedient. Long hair frames a face that rarely shows strong emotion. Today is the first time she visits her boyfriend's home. The space is unfamiliar. The silence between them feels heavier than it does at school. What begins as a simple visit slowly becomes a test of how much trust they have built. Haruka's usual restraint softens as the hours pass. The evening becomes a quiet exploration of what it means to be alone together for the first time, and of how much courage it takes to close the distance that still exists between them. The third night belongs to a maid who has failed her duties. Tsuji Suzuran works for the worldwide maid organization. She is expected to keep a household running with perfect precision. On this particular day, she fails completely. The chores are unfinished. The expectations are unmet. Faced with the consequences, she offers the only form of compensation she believes she has left. What follows is not a simple transaction. It is a careful, almost ceremonial attempt to restore balance through personal service. The line between duty and something more intimate blurs as the evening continues, leaving both parties to decide what the night has actually meant. The fourth night belongs to unexpected company. The protagonist is trying to study when the quiet of the house is broken. His sister-in-law, Hamada Yui, returns home with her friend Fukunaga Oe. Both women have been drinking. Their energy fills the rooms and makes concentration impossible. When he goes to complain, the conversation does not go the way he expects. The two women have their own plans for the evening, and those plans include him. What begins as irritation turns into a night of shifting alliances and unexpected closeness, as the boundaries of family and friendship are tested in ways none of them planned. The fifth night belongs to a long-absent connection. Yuki has not seen her stepbrother in 5 years. He left home without explanation and has kept almost no contact since. Concern and curiosity finally push her to seek him out. She worries that someone may have taken advantage of his isolation, or that he has simply chosen to disappear. The reunion is awkward at first. Years of silence sit between them like furniture that no one knows how to move. As the evening unfolds, the distance begins to close. Old familiarity resurfaces, complicated by the time that has passed and the feelings that were never fully spoken. The sixth night belongs to a dream of simpler work. The protagonist has always imagined a life on a farm. When the chance comes to visit a cousin who already lives that life, he takes it. The countryside is quiet. The days are filled with physical work and open sky. What he does not expect is the way the isolation and the shared labor begin to change the atmosphere between them. The visit that was meant to be practical becomes something more personal, as the quiet of rural life creates space for conversations and connections that city routines never allowed. Each of these nights begins with an ordinary premise, a place to stay, a first visit, a failed duty, unexpected company, a long-delayed reunion, a simple trip to the countryside. None of them announce themselves as turning points. Yet by the time morning arrives, the relationships involved have shifted in ways that cannot be undone. The series does not offer a single overarching plot. Instead, it presents a sequence of intimate, self-contained stories that explore what happens when the usual distance between people collapses for a single night. The common thread is proximity. A childhood friend who has nowhere else to go. A quiet girlfriend stepping into unfamiliar territory. A maid trying to make amends. Family and friends whose energy refuses to be ignored. A step-sibling reconnecting after years of silence. A cousin whose rural life creates unexpected closeness. In every case, the setting is ordinary. The outcome is not. What remains after each night is the question of what comes next. Some connections will return to their previous shape. Others will not. The series leaves those answers open, focusing instead on the moments when ordinary lives briefly become something more intense, more personal, and more difficult to forget.